Hey guys, welcome back to Keeping It Neal. And this is a little bit different episode of Academic Gaming. This really doesn't involve gaming at all. It's something that I've heard academics before, and also within digital humanities, say that this is kind of like the answer to video games. And this is like what we can expect as one of the best examples, or one of the good examples at least, of a digital born text and how we can make what we consider high art through digital means. It's a digital poem. It's interactive poem as well. It's titled Cruising, as you can see. It's from Ingrid Ankerson and Megan Sapnar. And, it's interactive and it's got a really cool mechanic going with it. So rather than me sit here and explain to you everything, I have it loaded up right here. Let's go ahead and check it out. And here we go.
I remember cruising Main Street with Mary Jo and Joni, the heat pumping full blast, windows down, night rolling through Mary Jo's father's station wagon like movie credits. I was the skinny girl in back, sniffing the street like a dog. We wanted love. That's all anybody ever wanted, and we thought maybe we could find it driving past us, maybe in a pickup truck, and we'd pass each other a few times, them honking at us laughing at them, until finally they'd wave us into Shopgood's parking lot. Joni would slide a line of pink lipstick on, and we'd all really get to know each other. There were hundreds of us, tracing the edge of small-town Wisconsin, eyeing life through a car we couldn't yet take to the world.
So as you can see, the poem here itself is wrote on the top of this slide. And if I go down, it zooms it out, but if I go up, it zooms it in. And it goes to about that far. And it's really loose, like it's not well defined at all. So you're sitting here constantly going up and down, but then you have to go left and right as well, because I'm in the middle of it, and that's already way too fast. So I figured I'd just kind of show off a little bit of what this can do. And now that we have that, let's flip the camera on and let's talk about what we've just seen. Now that we've done that, let's put my English background to use here. Let's look at a few of the quick things that we could take from it. What was the poem trying to accomplish? What was the overall idea that was trying to be conveyed here? Well, what I got from it personally was you have the two pieces going together. You have the girl telling the story, and it's coming straight from her. It's first person, and it's coming straight from her memory. So I think that what you're having is that the interactive nature of it is not so much you're being told it, but this is kind of like how she thinks it. Like you're in her mind. And that's what allows for the video to show that you can go as fast as you want, left and right. You can zoom in, zoom out. You have to have this modicum of control to find the exact moment. But you can do that in your head and still follow standard speech. So I think that's where it was, and I think the goal of it is that it wasn't saying, hey, we live in Wisconsin and we sit there and do this every Friday or whatnot. It's more her looking back upon it. It's her either, it's obvious in medias res, and she's looking back upon it. And is it fond? Is it not? I don't know, because we don't get enough of it. It's just description, and it's just what we did. And we have just enough to kind of tell that, she's still young, because she's able to bring up exact moments of it and bring up every little aspect of it. Time has not had its chance to weigh it down. And that's where I kind of feel this poem is going at, and that's where I feel like what it was trying to say. Now, in relation to games, I think that we need to look at these things in two different ways. mainly because one of them is author's intent, the other is a completely different beast because of diegetics, shared authorship, and the factor that the mechanics can also be metaphors. Does this have mechanic as metaphor? Yes. This absolutely has mechanic as metaphor in it. The factor that you can go back and forth, up and down, zoom in, zoom out, it's speedy, but it's also very shaky, and it's also really kind of hard to keep up with it. That's the mechanic, and that's the metaphor that it's trying to bring out. But, as I've stated before, the things that I'm talking about in my prior videos are not just gaming things. These work as a whole in ways we can all interpret different things. Like, you can take diegetic thought and go and look at film and get a very similar response to it. Whereas I could use mechanic as metaphor, go into a digital poem and really kind of dig into it with that. And is it my cup of tea? No, poetry generally isn't, but I think that there's a really cool thing that was done here. I think it's really admirable, and I think it is worth looking at, investigating, researching, writing about, and sharing with everyone. So, this isn't a normal episode. I'm not going to drop in any of the metal. I don't feel it's appropriate here. Maybe I'll put a little toasters on, because everyone loves the toasters. And on that note, I keep it Neal.
Roots, Teuton Army! Teuton Army!